What happens when the last two people on Earth who share a language refuse to speak to each other? Somewhere in a quiet village, an entire language is dying in silence. Imagine a complete universe of thought and memory, built over centuries with its own sounds, its own jokes, its own way of describing the color of the sky at dusk. Now imagine that entire universe is trapped inside the minds of just two people. And here's the part that feels almost too strange to be true. Those two people refuse to speak to each other. This is not a legend. This is happening right now in a small village tucked away in a remote corner of the world. The language is called Ida, a particular dialect spoken by two elderly members of an indigenous community. They are the last fluent speakers. There is no one else left who can hold a full conversation, tell a story, or dream in this tongue. When they pass away, this language will not just fade, it will vanish completely as if it never existed at all. So, why do these two last speakers simply not sit down together and keep their shared heritage alive? The answer is not about language at all. Decades ago, a personal conflict drove them apart. Some accounts describe a family disagreement, a misunderstanding that hardened over time into something neither would bend to repair. Pride, old wounds, the weight of years. Whatever the exact cause, the result is a silence that is stretched across a lifetime. They live in the same community, perhaps even within shouting distance of each other, but they do not share words. And because their language has no writing system, no recordings, no dictionary, every day that passes without conversation is a day the language dies a little more. Linguists Tentellerinus and linguist preservationists have learned of this situation and have tried to step in. Imagine the frustration. You are a scientist who has devoted your life to understanding human communication, and you arrive to find the last two living libraries of a language will not even look at each other. Some have attempted to visit each speaker separately, recording words, phrases, songs, anything they are willing to share, but the work is painfully slow. A language is not just a list of vocabulary, it lives in dialogue, in the back and forth of real talk, in the way two people play off each other's thoughts. Without both speakers interacting, researchers can only capture fragments. And time is not on anyone's side. Both speakers are elderly. Their health is unpredictable. Every recording session could be the last. The language holds knowledge that cannot be translated into any other tongue. Unique ways of naming plants, understanding weather, expressing emotions that the rest of the world has never needed words for. There is a deep sadness here, but also a strange kind of hope. The fact that the language still exists at all, even in this fragile state, is remarkable. It means there is still a chance. Some preservation efforts focus on creating a written form, so that, even if the last speakers never reconcile, their words might survive on a page. Others dream of the impossible, that one day, before it is too late, the two might find a reason to break their silence. Not for the linguists, not for the cameras, but for themselves, and for the language that belongs to both of them equally. This story forces us to ask a question we rarely think about. What is a language worth? The clock is ticking. Somewhere, in a quiet village, two elders carry a world of words between them. Whether that world survives depends on a conversation that has not happened in decades and may never happen at all. Every language is a unique window into the human mind. Losing one is like burning a book we never learned to read, one that can never be written again. It's wild to think that a whole language exists between just two people who refuse to speak. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.